Hello there everyone, welcome to this really short tutorial on player movement. So let's begin. So I'll start by dragging in my player, then adding a rigid body 2D component to it. And now this is really important, set the gravity scale to 0 so that the player doesn't fall off because of gravity. Then we'll add a capsule collider 2D and I'll make it so that it fits the player. Then we'll go to the constraints of the rigid body, freeze the rotation on the z-axis. Now we'll drag and drop the move script which I created. Go into your coding editor and let's start coding. So we require a public vector2 for move input, which will basically get the input of our move axis. Then we'll need a speed for the player to move around, and then we are going to need a reference to our rigid body 2D. You can make it public and just drag in, but I am just going to do the better way of doing things by setting the rigid body to GameObject.getComponent rigid body in the start function. So once that is done, we will go into update and we will set moveinput.x is equal to input.getAxis horizontal. So what we are doing is we are getting the input for the x-axis. So basically when you press a right arrow, the input is +1, and when you press the left arrow, the input is -1, and the player moves accordingly left and right. We'll multiply that by speed and multiply that by time.fixed delta time. Then we'll set the rigid body velocity equal to our new vector2, and then we'll pass in our moveinput.x for the x-axis and then moveinput.y for the y-axis, and that is it. That should work perfectly. So now let's see. Let's save this and go into the Unity editor. Let's just set the speed to something. I've set it to 500, which was slightly a lot, and as you can see, it works perfectly. You can move left, right, up, down, and in all directions. So well guys, that was it for this video. If you liked, do consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. And that's it. Bye bye.